under this blue, let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, let's have it right. Minerals FC. You got the Minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the Minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking Minerals, mate.
So have it right, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Hope everyone's doing good today. Big up to every single one of you in here. As always, first and foremost, guys, everyone that's in here, I want you to smash that like button. I need you to hit the like button. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I'm getting even closer to the 4K. Let's have it right. Without you lot, it's not possible. Hit the notifications buttons while you're at it as well, so you know when I'm going live, in case you don't catch it on socials and all that malarkey. And I got the Minerals FC membership as well. Be part of the Coop community, which is down below in the description. So today we're going to do a call-in show. I'm going to put the link out, and you're going to come on and have your say. We're going to do that today, and see what everyone's feelings are. Vent out, say it how it is, whatever you want to put out and project. That's what it's there for. This is the platform to do it. We're not snobby here. We let Chelsea fans talk. Obviously, if I don't know you and you're backstage, just so that I know you ain't no troll or a hater, just show yourself. If you can, be so kind, just so I know you're a genuine geezer. And then when you come on, you can switch your camera off. It's up to you, mate. But just so that I can stop any stupidness, any nonsense happening, if you know what I'm saying. I've had it before, so we got to be a little bit cautious, guys. A little bit cautious. But first and foremost, hit the like button, guys. Big up to RD. Let's have it right, Johnny. Big up Cameron in here. Francis, you know the deal. Lateness is greatness. Let's have it right. Cameron says we better tonight. We better get. They're just smashing Nottingham Forest, which I expected. Nottingham Forest, their fortress is at home. That's where their fortress is. You know, they carry that history, and that is the fortress that you know they count on that. Their fans behind it. Away, it's unpredictable, but we expect Arsenal to beat Nottingham Forest. It doesn't surprise me, guys. Doesn't surprise me. Big up to Quio, 3 points. Minerals Mount assist and Uber goal next week against Asna is a must. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, up the MM19. Let's go. Let's go. Big up Francis Geezer. Lovely to see you in here. Big up Luca as well. Gooners flying against Forest. We know that. Chelsea Dan's in here. Johnny Mills, big up, mate. With one day I can come on your show. Yeah, nice one, Geezer. Nice one, Geezer. Big up Cursor in here as well, my geezer. Bill Boy, let's have it right. Everyone's in here, guys. Dana's in here, up the Chelsea. Road to 4K, I can smell it. He's big up Luca, geezer. Big up Luca. Proud to be a Geordie. Decent heated debates on Chelsea Fan TV earlier, Johnny. Yeah, it is what it is, bruv. I just don't take all the personal nonsense. I'm not into that shite. But there's a lot of wrong uns that go on these platforms. So you have to, you know what I mean? You got to be careful who you mix with and what garbage you listen to. But yeah, it was a decent one. Big up Chelsea Fans TV, Gems Channel, GNA, all that. Top bins, my geezer. Big up, Johnny. Just watch the stream you're on, and the disrespect and vulgar comments you get are disgraceful. The best thing you did was to have your own platform. Up the Minerals FC. Let's have it right. And that is it. I have my own platform because I avoid all that nonsense. It's toxic. It's unnecessary. And people can't debate. They just have to get personal. It's sad for those people, mate. Big up British Patriot, my geezer. Big up Johnny. Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. Keep going. Elias is in here. Big up to you, geezer. Bad result for you lot yesterday. Bad result for you lot. It's not looking good under Klopp. What's happening? Come on and have your say, geezer. You know what I mean? You don't have to just land it about Chelsea. You can land it about anyone you support, geezer. Big up, Bobby. Arsenal will have momentum next week. Potter better get his act together. Yeah, but I'm not. You know what? Those sort of games, it can go either or. It can go either or. Chelsea boy, big up to you, geezer. Abdullah's in here. Big up, Johnny, my geezer. Lovely to see you in here. Jacob, Dills, lovely to see you in here. Super Tommy Tuchel, Johnny, bruv, why are people hating Tuchel, man? It's so disgraceful. Well, I called him out yesterday. I'm sure there's many more. I just haven't had the time to sort of dig it out. Let me know in the comments who's been talking nonsense about Tuchel. Let me know. Andy's in here. Foot Outlaw. You liking the new profile picture, Johnny? But what's the new profile picture? Oi, let's go, Quino. Let's go. Love that. Love that. Up the Chels, up the dead man's fingers. You know how it is, guys. We land the fucking minerals everywhere we go, guys. Everywhere we go, we land the minerals, bruv. That's quality. Quality. Go on, Quino. Go on, Quino. Land the minerals, geezer. Land the minerals. Big up CFCA's large up the minerals, Johnny. Haven't been tuning in for a while, but I'm back. These fraudulent fans like Lewis need to suck on one. Always the ones to slate Havertz and Mount, but hide when it's Sterling. Interesting. Foot Outlaw, two haters in the mud, plastics. Johnny, that deluded guy monster, is going on football terrorists and propping Donkey Lukaku and blaming Tuchel for our results. Is he now? Well, it doesn't surprise me. And he's back on the terrace, is he? Back on the terrace. Oh, well. Big up, Tommy. Johnny, you have to represent Chelsea. To be honest with you, it's poor, mate, that one. It's poor. It's got a great following and all that, but it's they won't be able to handle the minerals there. Right, so very quickly, before I put the link out, let me just do this. I want to bring something up. Big up Clinical King Kai in here. Big up Base Studios. Very good point there, geezer. Very good point there. We can't single-handedly scapegoat players. It's about the team. All right, so let's look at this. Gary Lineker says, ridiculous. I hate the way VAR is being used. And then when we had our issue with Spurs, he put Tommy Tantrum. Yeah. And then big up Mad Montana. But when Tuchel hated the way VAR was used when Cucurella had his hair ripped at a corner, it was Tommy Tantrum. Let's have it right. And I want to bring that up as well, because Gary Lineker has a voice on the platform. All right. As we all know, he's got a voice. And he literally fed into and propped, are Chelsea on the decline under Tuchel? building this pressure against Thomas Tuchel. That's what he did. That's what he did. And too many of these accounts did that. And now the going narrative is, I'm going to back Potter by having a dig at Thomas Tuchel. Nah, mate. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. You can prop and back Potter, but you don't need to involve Tuchel. And all these Muppets blaming Tuchel for our attackers, the way they play, under the way Potter's playing, is ridiculous. It's pure delusion. You're reaching so hard to make yourselves feel right about proving a point that Tuchel made our attackers suffer. No, what the correct answer is that we had major injuries and our midfield deficiencies affect our forwards, because our forwards are not crap. Our forwards are quality. And we got elite players in our forward line. We got elite players at our team. It's just that the balance and the chemistry is not there. You know, ignore the people, ignore the wrongings that are going Potter out, because that's just reactionary FC. It's nonsense. You know, no genuine Chelsea fans saying Potter out. I mean, that's crazy. And even if you are, it's ridiculous. The guy's been in the job for 5 minutes. Let's give him time. In his time, look, we've seen how he's developed his team at Brighton, and he's implementing his blueprint, and how that blueprint still lives on without Potter there. And that's what he's going to bring to Chelsea. But you need time. You need the right players, the right profile players. It all takes time, guys. So we need to instill that mentality, and all this nonsense about Tuchel this, Tuchel that. It's ironic, not really to me, but to everyone. Now the Tuchel out agenda merchants, all of them, they've all come out in the open. If you watch them and you listen to what they say, especially recently, it shows that there was an underlying agenda with them. And I was right. And the thing is, I always saw this, but people say, no, why, Johnny? Why are you going at this guy? Oh, don't go at this guy. Oh, he's only criticising Tuchel. No. There's none of that criticism. It's underlying agenda. And that's masked with criticism. Let's have it right. Yeah? Even Pulisic, Ziyech, these guys got agendas against Tuchel. Yeah? So we need to understand these things. These guys on these platforms have a responsibility. They have a responsibility. Whether you're just a Twitter account, whether you've got a YouTube channel, a Twitch, or whatever it is, whether you're an actual pundit, you've got a responsibility, because what you say transcends and translates to so many out there worldwide. So if you're feeding a negative narrative and it's pushing against your current manager, that's an agenda, bruv. That's an agenda. And there's plenty of it. You saw it. You saw our mudded Nini. You saw our mudded Rory Jennings. All these guys, bruv. Every single one of them. They all had Tuchel agendas. All of them. They all had Tuchel agendas. And now they're coming out blaming Tuchel for the way our attackers play. Oh, it's not out of their system yet. Don't be so fucking stupid. What? So we were blaming everyone under Lampard that we were leaking goals. But the defense is shit. Tuchel comes in, we don't concede any goals. Delusion. It's delusion. It works both ways, attack and defense. It works both ways. Yeah, works both ways. You know, the thing is, I understand me out of everyone on the platforms, yeah, and I know I can stand by this, and people that are part of my channel can understand. I relentlessly backed Thomas Tuchel because I believed and I acknowledged and pushed the narrative that he deserves to be backed, and he's never been backed. Never. I had one geezer with an account last night. Oh, well, they're not, because I said they're not Tuchel signings. They're not Tuchel signings. No manager gets backed to be sacked 5 minutes later. It's ridiculous. You even heard the Brighton director, Ashworth, say, the moment you sack a manager, you bring a new manager in, you have to then restructure, re-recruit to suit that manager's philosophy. How does it make sense that you've backed Tuchel with these signings to then go and sack him? Doesn't make sense. It's common sense. It's just logical. But they don't want to believe that. They want to believe that these are Tuchel signings when they're not. Yeah. Signing off a player. Listen, when we're under Roman, you had to sign off players. You had no choice because the Don says that's what we're buying. We're going for that player. It's your duty. I'm your employer. I'm the owner. You have to call up that player, pitch it, entice him, and get the deal over the line for us. Make that player want to come to us. That's business for you. That's the game for you. In very rare occasions, is the manager getting what he wants at Chelsea. Yeah. Very rare. Very rare. So when I say to you he's not being given these players, he wasn't. He wasn't. He didn't want these players. When he said no to Ronaldo, he was asked 7 times. After the first time's enough. That's not backing the manager. That's falling out with the manager because you want this player and they don't want that player. If they went and bought Cristiano Ronaldo at that moment in time, yeah, and I'm talking specifically in that moment of time, that actually sends the message they're not backing Tuchel because it's already been released that Tuchel said no to Ronaldo. But they couldn't do it. It was too risky. So what did they do? They used the platforms. They used the media to prop a negative. Is Tuchel on a decline? Start questioning Tuchel. Put pressure on Tuchel. Put pressure on him. And then it divides the fan base. Those followers of all these platforms start to question, start to go, actually, yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh, maybe, yeah, but we've got to back the gaffer. No, Twitch. You got to divide in the fan base, whereas at the start you didn't have a divide in the fan base. If Bowley and co sacked Tuchel immediately and they went and signed Ronaldo, the fan base would be in absolute fucking carnage and meltdown. Let's have it right. But now there was a divide. Things were coming unstuck. Fans were fighting each other. Because why? Because of the narrative that been pushed out. They weren't willing to give Thomas Tuchel time. And he deserved time because he inherited this squad. He still inherited a squad. But it was always a down trajectory when it comes to the new owners and Tuchel. And that's how it ended. And they went and since Cucurella, they've been talking to Potter. You don't just sign him like that. That takes time. That's a deal that takes time, especially when you pay money for it as well. And you've got to bring his whole team. You're not just getting Potter, you're buying a whole package. Yeah, that takes fucking time. So you weren't prepared to give Tuchel time and you were criticizing, which in fact you were fucking coming at him with sledgehammers, yeah, hacksaws sitting like Cheshire cats on your little echo chambers, yeah, pushing a narrative so people can start fighting each other. The fan base start fighting each other. You cling on to a few that have a similar opinion and then that spreads. That's how it goes. And this is what happened. Bowley didn't have the bollocks to sack Tuchel when he should have sacked him. If you really want to go that route, sack Tuchel, say you're not part of our plans, and go and get Potter. And take what the fan base give you. And just hope that Potter gets the time to instill the blueprint so we can play lovely football and this and that. But Tuchel's an attacking manager, but the set of players he had weren't attacking, bruv. They weren't attacking. He had to play this system, a defensive, solid system. We were leaking goals with Frank Lampard. The first thing, when you want to win titles, when you want to win competitions, you have to make sure your back line is solid. And that's what he did. And he utilised players. He tried to get the best out of certain players. Potter's now struggling with this at the minute. And he's got injuries. So we have to give Potter time. And I back Potter 100%. But don't come at Tuchel to defend Potter. Tuchel's a legend at our football club. He's part of our history. The only manager to win the Club World Cup. The second manager to win the Champions League. Not even our GOAT, Jose Mourinho, could win the Champions League. Super Cup. Club World Cup. So you have to respect that's a legendary status. Di Matteo is a legend for winning our first Champions League. But you don't slander them and dig at them to make yourselves look like you're backing the current manager because it's the present. The past is just as important as the present. So that's my message. That's my narrative. Yeah. You can still, I back Potter all the way, but I'm not going to compare him to Tuchel because they're different. They're at different stages in their career. They've achieved different things. It's unfair to compare them. It's unfair. Yeah. I had the chance to meet Di Matteo. What a legend. Top player as well. What a great player he was. Great player. So this is my thing, and this is the thing with the other platforms. They feed into what the going rate is, and I cannot stand that. I hate it. Be real with yourself. Talk realness, yeah. But the thing is, if you talk the realness, the big players in the game, they don't want to touch you with a barge pole. They don't want to get anywhere near you. They don't want to be part of you. Yeah, they don't want to be part of you. But and then what's his name? Sugar Sean puts in my tweet, you know, oh, but he called Sterling. Yeah, great. Did we know that Tuchel called Lukaku? Did we know that? Yeah. Did Tuchel recommend Lukaku? Want Lukaku? No. But he called him. Doesn't prove anything. Doesn't mean that he wanted that player. It's that he's a yes man. He does what he's told. At the end of the day, the owners want a yes man. Every owner wants a yes man. Do you know what I mean? Now we have to back this manager, support him, and he needs time. This is the manager that the new owners have chosen to give the keys to. Our beautiful elite club has been given to Potter. And Potter is a sound geezer. Very, very clued on. I like the gaffer. I know he's got minerals. I know he's got talent. I know he's a tactician. I know he's got a lovely brand of football. But in order to implement all of these things, he needs time and he needs to get his own players in. So let's judge him over the next 3 years, not now, not after 6, 7, 8 games. It's unrealistic. Our team is inconsistent anyway. It's inconsistent anyway. So we're going to expect these things. You know, we're going to expect ups and downs. That's the going rate this season. But as a minimum, bare requirement, you have to get top 4. Every manager's done it. Even Lamp's done it. So, and Lamps is less experienced, yeah? Less experienced. That's why Lampard gets credit. Tuchel comes in, elite gaffer he is. I think Potter's got the potential and the ceiling to be elite. Right now, he's got a brand, a blueprint, and it works. But it needs to be implemented to an elite big club like Chelsea, because when it does click, we will be battering everyone like fish and chips. It won't be the other way round. Look at Arteta. He's in his 4th season. And what's he achieved? He hasn't even got Champions League football. Yeah? 4 years. Stability. Klopp, 8 years. Pep, 7, 8 years. Stability. Build. Growth. Trust. When have we had these things? So now Potter's the chosen one for us as fans to back him and get behind him. And it will take time, guys. It will take time. And fuck me, if we don't beat Arsenal, it's going to be toxic. It's going to be carnage, guys. All right? But don't worry. Got Minerals FC here. I'll be defending the gaffer. I'll be defending the players. We move. That's what we do. We have to protect our Chelsea, because the campaign against Chelsea is around us. And we have to be very, very united within the fan base and protect our club. Yeah, we have to do that. And listen, let's have it right. Ironically, Klopp is losing back-to-back games. No one's talking about it. Where's the media prop for that? If it's Tuchel or Potter, oh, Chelsea are fucking, what's going to happen? They're not playing well. Push. It's pressure. Raise up the pressure. Rank it up. Let's have it right. You don't hear that with Liverpool. You don't hear that with Ten Hag. You don't hear that with Pep Guardiola. You don't even hear it with Arteta. Do you know why? Because they want these clubs up there. They don't want Chelsea up there. They want Chelsea right back down where they want them. But they haven't been able to hold us down all these years, 20 odd years. Where are you holding us down? You know what we're doing? We're holding up trophies. And that's why you hate us even more. And we're going to win more trophies. And Potter hopefully can get a trophy this season, whatever it is. Yeah, let's have it right. Whatever it is. Big up, Mitchie. Mitchie boy, geezer. Thanks to Suit Minerals. Just checking into the echo chamber. Yeah, support your team is an echo chamber. Big up, Johnny. We get you, bruv. Big up to you, geezer. You know exactly what I'm saying. Everyone understands what I'm saying. Yeah. And if you don't, get to know it. Get to know it. I ain't no toxic fella. I just love and care for my club, and I respect my club, my players, and I'm not going to down tool my club for any fucking narrative that's the going rate to get me clicks. No chance. To get me a celebrity status. No, thank you very much. No. I'll be real. That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be real. And that's how you got to be, mate. And you do it with dignity. And believe and protect and back your football club. Not all these agendas, all these Agenda FC merchants all over the gaff. They're flying like shit. Shit on blanket. They're so easy. One loss and they're all at it. Even when you win. Oh, look at this, look at that. Crying out loud. All right, guys, I'm going to put the link out. Before I do that, I want to know what likes I'm on. I want at least 100 likes minimum. So let me know what likes I'm on. Until I got 100 likes, I ain't putting the link out. Fuck it. I want a minimum of 100 likes. Minimum. So let me know what likes I'm on. Hit that like button right now. We've got over 120 odd people in here. Hit that like button. Every single one of you should like. Unless you're a hater, I get it. But even if you're hating, just like it, bruv. Hit the like button and I'll put the link out. It's as simple as that. 62. Poor. Let's get it up. 100 likes minimum. Come on. Up the Chelsea. Always. Land your minerals, people. And if you ain't subscribed, subscribe while you're at it. Smash that like button. 93. Oh, we're going up quick. Why? Why does it have to go to that extreme that I have to wait to put a link out? Yeah. I should be on 200 likes minimum just for you being in here. Just for me being on the screen, bruv. Let's have it right. Big up to all you guys in here. Get it to the 100. Then you're going to move up to the 150 mark. We're going to smash it. We're going to have the link out. We're going to get people on. We're going to talk Chelsea. We're going to talk about it all, mate. Yeah? We're going to talk about it all. Let's go, guys. Get them likes up. Let's have it right. Come on, guys. Get it up. Only 58 likes. Are you having a laugh? I told everyone about Daily, yeah? I put it out. And as you can see below, let me get it up. I put there. All right. This is it here. I said every platform should be pro our best player and player of the season back to back, but brown envelopes, nah, I won't have them on. If you had the minerals, you come on, but like all the others, they're bottle jobs like Spurs because Minerals FC doesn't follow that narrative. We win for Chelsea. And he said, come on, where? I've not done it before. I said, my platform. If you've got the minerals, you let me know and you come on. Who knows? Maybe one day I'm not into that stuff and I've turned down it, but you'll go on the byline and all this nonsense, yeah? And they have plenty of brown envelopes on there. All right. So this is how it goes, guys. This is how it goes. Yeah. No, anyone can come on here. Anyone. Don't bother me. You can come on. You can come on. Guys, where are we on likes? Get me to the 100 likes. We got over 120 people in here. Smash the likes. Smash the likes. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe. It's more importantly as well, the notifications, guys, is very important. The notifications, very important. Very, very important. Very important, guys. What are we on, guys? 100 likes. I'll put the link out. Simple as that. We got 10 more likes, is it? 10 more likes. Come on, guys. Let's get this show on the road, guys. Let's get this show on the road. I don't want to bring up wrong uns, geezer. I won't bring up wrong uns, yeah, because they're not worth my time or my energy. Yeah, they don't deserve it. They ain't got the fucking privilege. Yeah. Guys, get me to the 100. Once we hit the 100, the link is in there. I'm going to pin it to the top of the live chat. Normally, I put my Minerals FC membership. I'm going to put the link up there. Yeah. Let's go, guys. No agendas. Let's just talk Chelsea. Yeah. 6 more. Come on. 6 more. We're almost there. We're wasting time. We're wasting time. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. 5 more. Come on. 5 more likes. It costs you nothing, geezers. Costs you nothing. You just like it. Done. Simple as that. Costs you nothing. 2 more likes. Come on, guys. We're almost there, bro. You're landing the Minerals. Let's get there. 2 more likes. Who's got it in them? Who's got it in them? Keep hitting that like button, guys. Keep hitting the like button. Smash it to pieces, bruv. Smash it, smash it, smash it, smash it, smash it. Let's have it right. It pushes it out. It helps the channel. It's also showing me that you're enjoying the content. You know what I mean? This is very important, guys. Right, we're on 102 likes. Let's put the link out. Let's smash it. Don't stop liking the video. Don't stop subscribing. Don't stop the notifications. Let's keep going, guys. Don't stop liking. I'm going to put the link out right now. Let me pin it to the top as well. Hold on. Let me do it like this. All right, so it should be pinned now. It should be pinned. All right. All right. Where's the comments? Let me just get this off 1 sec. Where's that thing gone? All right, here we go. All right, guys, let's bring you on. Let's go, Abdullah. We've got Gabriel in here.
Oh, look at that.
What are you saying, Johnny, man?
I'm good. Bring them down. All right, we'll start off with these. Lot, yeah. All right, guys. Big up to everyone in here. Yeah, big up to all
big
you
up,
guys.
Johnny,
Yeah?
man.
Big
One legend. One legend, Bo. You're one legend. You're one legend, and I love you to bits, Johnny. And do you know
I
what?
love that.
And do you know what? That Alex guy on Carefree Lewis show, he could piss right off. Because when I get on Carefree Lewis show, I'm gonna have him for you, just for you. I'm not having it. Getting all the gob on YouTube, yeah, to you, yeah. But face to face, we know who will win. You would, Johnny. You would, and that's why I love you to bits, because you're one Chelsea mental, and everything about you say about Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, yeah.
Man went off. Yeah, man, Alex is just.
My internet.
It's got a great
sorry, mate.
entrance, though, isn't it, guys?
My internet's playing up. My internet's playing. You're just top on, my brother. You're top on, and everything you say, yeah, we're up the Chelsea. Yes, we're having a bad performance. We lost to Brighton yesterday, yeah. But the thing is, Potter is trying to figure out the balance at Chelsea Football Club, and soon he gets the balance for Chelsea Football Club, and Havertz will be bigger. You've got to understand, Havertz scored against Brighton. Yeah, he's the minerals. Havertz, yeah. I don't want no one saying Havertz, because every day, yeah, this player is still young and his agenda is going to be world quality. And do you know what, Johnny? I big up to you for that, brother, because every day up the minerals.
Big up to you, Chelsea Danville. Thanks for coming on as well, all you guys. All right, so we're going to run through you guys. Everyone's got the opportunity to, do you know what I mean, land their minerals and say. So we'll start off with Abdullah. Let's go with you, Geezer.
Hey, Johnny, remember when I saw you at the Real Madrid game in the first leg and I told you that this team is so dusted and there's so many players who just aren't good enough? Remember I told you that? We were sat in the same stand. Yeah. And I told you, this is the issue, right? The standards of this football club have fallen. Remember, we used to have top ballers. We used to be the team that literally had everyone shook. We used to come to your ends and basically we dunk on you in the most unpretty way possible, so it'd make it even funnier when we won, and we won league titles like that. This is by far the most pathetic, useless, worst Chelsea team I have ever had the displeasure of watching in my life. And I've been alive for about 21 years now. I'll be 22 in January.
I wouldn't say that, bruv, because at the end of the day, we've won trophies with this team, and I think we need to show a bit of respect to them. I'm not disregarding that there's certain players in there that need to be moved on and whatever. I get all that, but as a whole, we've got some real talent and quality in our team. It's not the
Johnny,
whole team.
do you want me to read out some numbers for you? I want to read out something very funny for you, okay? You know, since we lost...
It's not about the numbers, bro. It's not about the numbers.
It's about the balance, man.
I don't want to hear this, bro. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear what you're saying about our team. Our team won the Champions League. Kai Havertz, Mason Mount. We have the team that won each other. Whatever people we got in Chelsea football, I don't care. We're Chelsea all the way. We can back our players no matter what. Yes, they might not be Premier League winners, but we're going to get there, bro. We're going to get there. This is what I hate about Chelsea fans slating our football team. I'm getting really pissed off. Sorry, man. Just know what? I'm telling you for a fact, yeah? Yes, we haven't got the ball. We had 3 managers who came in, yeah, who've done 3 different style of tactics in our system. How could you think that Chelsea could go and prove to play a different style of play of football with different managers of tactics? I'm not having this, man. I'm not having this. Sorry, Johnny. No, I'm not having this.
I have to agree in the sense that at the end of the day, there's certain players that I don't believe are good enough at Chelsea. Yes, I do. All right, I'm backing them all the way. But at the same time, the team is not shit. This team is a Champions League winning team, Club World Cup, Super Cup winning team. This team has minerals in the side, and it's just that we're missing certain profile players that would actually help the current players that we got. We just don't have any balance in our team.
It's the balance.
Can I ask you a question? Do you know how many? Do you know in the last 5 years since we last won the league? Do you know how many points we finished at the top every single season?
Oh, but it's just you're not comparing.
Yeah, but we're not built for the league.
I got it if you're right.
But what manager won that league that season, Abdullah? Who's the manager who won it for that season? Conte. Conte won it for us, yeah? What about James Mourinho? We had the best players back in the day. No, God, I can't hear this.
Man's getting wrong because I'm just going to read out some basic facts. Listen to this. 17-18, 30 points. 18-19, 26 points. 19-20, 33 points. 2021, the year we won the Champions League, 19 points. Last season, 22 points. And I'm not saying for individuals. I'm not saying Mount's not good enough. I'm not saying Havertz ain't good enough. I'm not saying Kovacic ain't good enough. I'm not saying, even though I don't think he's good enough, I'm not saying Jorginho's good enough. I'm saying as a collective, this team is a shadow of the Chelsea team.
You're not comparing, dude. You also have an incredible Liverpool team, an incredible Manchester City team, that we just can't compete there right
Bro,
now.
no,
But see,
no,
when you
And,
get
and on
this
top
is
of that,
the-
you're
this is
you're
the
not
thing, though.
competing with that. You're not competing with Man City and Liverpool, even though Liverpool at the minute falling off a cliff.
Exactly.
I don't doubt they'll come back.
Hold on, Johnny.
The point is, they've had stability. Chelsea don't.
Exactly. They have
I know,
balance in
I
their
know,
team.
and you know, and I get there's context behind it, but I'm not accepting that because I have seen my football club beat the three-peat Manchester United team to win a league title, and that for me is one of the
But you can't
So
say I'm
what
not
place
having
is
that
that then?
because
Right,
the
man.
reality, Abdullah, yeah, the reality of the situation is, all right, this squad has never been built for the Premier League ever since we won the Premier League. Even when Conte
not
won
good
that
enough.
Premier League, we weren't even no one was saying we're going to go and win the league that year. No
I
one.
know that's not good enough.
So
That's
so
not good
so
enough.
when you're comparing this team to other team, this team's won a Champions League.
Right.
It took Lampard, Drogba's, all these players how long to win the Champions League?
I get that, but at the same
Yeah,
time,
so
the
you
main
can't
parameter. No,
can't discredit
but hold
that.
on. Here's the thing. No disrespect to the Champions League. Well, I'm gonna be real with you, man, right now.
Oh,
The
What about the
Champions
Coach Winners? What about the Coach? Well,
Yeah,
Coach Winners Cup.
hold on,
What about
let
the
me
speak, I
Super
wanna
Cup?
hear this.
One
Yeah,
sec,
go on,
one
hear
sec,
it, man.
one sec, Dan, 1 sec. Forget that. I'm literally gonna say this right now. The Champions League is a knockout competition. It's basically it's one on moments.
Oh my God!
Let
Oh
him
my
finish.
hearing.
Let him finish.
No,
Let
Yeah,
him
no,
finish.
I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Hold
Let him
on,
finish.
hold on.
Let him
You
finish.
man might not want to hear this, but the Premier League is a 38 game season built on consistency. You play the
Okay.
exact same teams twice. There's a bit of luck involved, but your luck normally balances out. And
Right.
as far
Then
as
why
I'm
haven't
concerned-
City won the
So,
Champions League?
so let's take this in consideration, right? Belgium, this Belgian team has been ranked number 1 in the FIFA ranking for like 4 years. But when it comes to the World Cup, when it actually matters, it's a big ass trophy. Do you think they're gonna remember Belgium? No, they're gonna remember
Gabriel,
France, man, because they won the World Cup, bro.
And
Gabriel,
this
listen,
is the thing, Abdullah. You said it. It's when you win the Premier League, it's built for consistency. That's why Man City are so good because they're built for consistency.
That
but
is
they ain't
why they
built
feel
for-
good. But
but
when
they're not even built. They're not even built. They ain't got the minerals to win the Champions League because it takes a different type of team
They won't win it.
to
man.
win that.
Listen. Let me, you know what? Here's what we're gonna ask, right? Simple question, right? When we won the Champions League the first time, pound for pound, was we a better team than Bayern Munich?
No.
Yeah, we
But-
were. Yeah, I
But
think
we were
we
lucky to
Oh,
beat.
wow.
We was lucky to beat. We was lucky to beat them in the penalty shoot, but we was lucky,
Okay,
yeah,
no,
because
I'm-
5 minutes. But we still beat them. But we had best players. We had the best players. We had the best players at the time.
Man, bruv. I wouldn't even say we're
Oh,
lucky.
no.
You make
Oh no,
your
no,
own
no,
luck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hold on,
We
Dan,
couldn't have
hold
been
on.
lucky.
We had
that
to
year,
beat.
the
Everyone
way
has to
got
remember we had to beat
Bayern,
Barcelona in their own
Barca,
yard with 10 men.
Napoli.
All right, to go through to that final. And then we had to go and play Bayern Munich in their own backyard. Another great team, yeah. A team that, let's have it right, they did have some chances in that final, but if you don't take your chances, you don't get the
You
glory.
don't fucking win.
I
Exactly,
get
and we
that, Johnny.
did. So we deserve to win, and we deserve to win against Man City. We fucking dominated them.
I get that, but here's the thing, though, Johnny.
And City. On that note, Abdullah, yeah, City are the better team in the sense of yes, they're Premier League champions. They're built for consistency. They are the team we're trying to hit, but yet they couldn't beat us 3 times in that season.
Yep.
So
Johnny,
I can't say that we're a shit team or we're a shadow of another team because that team nullified them, completely obliterated Man City. Then
Johnny, here's now. Let me just prove it to you like this. So you all just said that the Chelsea team that beat Bayern Munich, pound for pound, is not better than that. Now let me ask you a question. The team that Mourinho won the 3rd title, the 14-15, was we not head and shoulders the best team in the country and one of the best teams in the world, pound for pound?
of course, look at the
Yeah,
players we had.
that's
Do you
fair
see the
enough.
difference?
We had
You see the
Hazard
difference
in
now?
that.
Yeah, but you're talking about having a generational John Terry, generational Frank Lampard, and a fucking Didier Drogba. On top of
Lampard
that, you've got
wasn't there.
Hazard in there and all this nonsense. You know, you've got great players, bruv.
Lampard
You know,
wasn't there, bro.
we had
Lampard left the season
Michels and all these players, mate. These are
He's talking about
Ashley
the
Cole,
11,
bruv.
12
I'm
Champions
talking
League
about
as well.
14-15,
Ashley
not the
Cole's
first
like
ones
is
they
the
played.
best, the greatest Premier League defender left back in history for me, and if not in the world, he bodied Ronaldo in his prime, bruv. Like you're
Ashley
talking
Cole's the
about.
best left back of
You're
all
talking
time.
about special players all put together. It's almost like what City had because they had the money then. All right. But now we're relying on a bit of youth, Cobham, because we've got talent, yeah. And we're mixing that in with buying players. But right now, our club as a whole, the model behind the scenes, behind off the pitch, is all in limbo. It's been for
It's
a while.
mess. It's a mess. And you
Yeah,
know who
but
ruins it?
now they're rectifying it, and now that's why I'm saying Potter, given the time, and he's given the right profile players. Because look at the profile players Brighton have; they're not all superstars, but he's got the right profiles that play the brand of football. This is what we need to do. But he'll be able to get these profile players who are superstars because we got the clout and the money to get them. At Brighton,
Johnny,
you
and you
don't,
know what it is?
and that's what will be scary for everyone in the rest of Europe with Chelsea under Potter. But he needs time. This is my thing, bruv. You know, I wouldn't, you know, you're coming on Minerals FC, Abdullah, yeah? And I've met you, geezer. But you can't come on here and tell me that our team's fucking shit and it's a shadow of any other team. Because those teams you're comparing to are actual generational teams. They're eras. They're different. It's a different era, different way of playing a football. The evolution of football has changed dramatically, you know? And it's only going to get up to that, yeah? Back in the day, you didn't have all this. Only Barcelona was playing this tiki-taka football back in the day. Yeah. Now you've got Premier League teams playing tiki-taka.
No, but even then, it's not so much. It's not so much about that though. It's just now what's it called? As far as I'm concerned, I look at the team yesterday, and I look at some players.
Adele, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, go for it.
You're saying Chelsea saying we're like shit this season, yeah?
Johnny Minerals, you fat cunt! You dirty fat bastard, yeah!
No, what?
Lovely jubbly, mate.
Fuck it, he's an idiot, man. Idiot, man. No,
Why
why people do that, man? Johnny Minerals is talking. Everyone has their opinions, and Johnny Minerals talk facts. Man, if you can't be a Chelsea supporter and be a Chelsea fan, fuck off out this stream, man. Fucking, I hate people like that. Johnny, man. I want to ask you a quick question. Quick question. If you say I'm wrong on this, then I know, yeah, you did not know about football.
What?
Right? Right. We've had especially managers who won us leagues, like Jose Mourinho, yeah, right, that season, right? He knew the system of football and how to get the players into the same position in any formation, right? We had Conte, who did it that season, knew the system, but the randomized thing with the Sakary's performance is when we were playing the same formation, but he knew the system where the players are at in the same formation, right? We had Carlo Ancelotti that season, could have won it for us, but after that, yeah, we got that Andrew Phillips Boris, but that system, when he got sold from Tottenham, he came to Chelsea, but the former system, yeah, did not work. Then after, when he got into the quarters and finals of the Champions League, Boris, he got sacked then we bring in Di Matteo, right? Di Matteo got us to the Champions League, won us the Champions League final against Bayern Munich. Yeah? Yeah? Right? So, since we have had these good managers who won us the Premier League, yeah, and we ain't had it, yeah, how can you say, right, the managers now, apart from Thomas Tuchel, he won us, yeah, right, he knew the system well, got us to the Champions League after Frank Lampard made us into the quarter-final. We didn't give Lampard the chance to stay at Chelsea because the system, when he brought the players in after that transfer deadline day, he couldn't cope with the big players, and then people saying he couldn't cope with the big players, but we never gave Frank Lampard the chance, yeah, for that system for the next season, right? So that's the same with Thomas Tuchel, right? How can you say, yeah, the team is dead, right, and we haven't had a really a manager who's got the to give the Chelsea time and that to get their go going to the Premier League? Because when we had Jose Mourinho, back in the day, we didn't have a manager who could constantly win us the league every single time, apart from Jose Mourinho, right, and Conte. And now you're gassing up, yeah, that we've got managers, yeah, in our system role it's not good enough to win the Premier League because we had no time to adapt to the football and give the managers a chance.
Anything about the managers? I've not.
You're moaning about you're moaning about the managers, yeah. But the managers,
about the managers.
right? No, you have. You said our team was shit. Because when's the last time we had a match experienced manager who could actually win us the trophies at Premier League?
No, hold on.
Come on, I want to know.
No, that done. You have not listened to a word I've said. I have not said a word about the manager. I'm fully. This ain't me saying, Graham Potter is not good enough and I hate Graham Potter. I'm fully behind the brother. I'm telling you that it's this roster of players, this set of footballers who wear a badge that some of the greatest players to play in the Premier League and to
Okay.
are
If a manager plays people at their positions on the pitch, in and out, where they don't play, do you think the players going to play good there? No. Raheem Sterling is a right winger. It's not a right wing back. Pulisic, yeah, is a left wing, yeah, right. Sterling can play left wing or right wing, but Pulisic, yeah, is a left wing. But he's playing as a left wing back, right? Rubens off the cheek, yeah, it was once good, yeah, apart from that injury from America, yeah, and he's adapted. It's not rubbish. It's not rubbish. It's not rubbish. It's not, mate. It's not.
I think. Hold on. I think what Dan's trying to say, yeah, is by misprofiling players, playing them out of their orthodox positions, you don't get the benefit out of those players, and that's a fact.
Yes.
I've been saying that anyway.
Thank you, Johnny.
The problem is we're forced to do that because the squad is not built to win a league. The squad is not got the depth in quality like a Manchester City, which is why Manchester City can get through games when they have injuries, no De Bruyne for a certain period of time, or if he's out, they got Gundogan and they can Bernardo Silvas and shit like that. We don't have that, right? They have how much money has Pep spent on the back line? It's unbelievable. We spent like 500 million on the back line. Yeah, and he changes them all the time. We haven't got that. So when we have injuries to Kante, Reece James, now Koulibaly, Fofana, it affects the whole balance of the team, bro. Everything's
I know, but Johnny, here's the thing. Here's what you're missing on. What you guys are not listening to is I've not said that, guys. Now I'm not here saying that Mount is shit or Mount's not good enough.
But you said our team's shit. You basically come into the thing and you said our team's shit. Did he not say our team's shit? Did he not?
Hold on, Dan. Listen. There's a difference between a team and an individual. If I say that Mateo Kovacic is good enough for Chelsea Football Club, he's an individual. But in the way we set up, he don't look that good because guess what? We've never given that brother a partner. Because we have that useless bozo next to him by the name of Jorginho, who stayed 5 years way too long. That brother should never have been signed.
No, you can't.
Wait, hold on. Now, see, now you're changing a few.
You can't say that about.
You're changing way too many things, man.
We flip flopping here.
I'm not taking this.
I'm not flip flopping. I'm not taking it. Hold on. I'll tell you this for free.
Hold on. You've had a whole 10 minutes to speak.
You know what's so funny?
Hold on.
The last time isn't it ironic that the last time we won a league title we had a defensive midfielder, now we don't.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying to you, right? Right. So this is the point, right? So we don't go round the houses. Everyone's going round the houses. The bottom line is, yeah, I said to you at the start of this, before we get now, we're going back to the same thing. What I said,
Right.
when you don't have, it's not that the team's shit. It's called being unbalanced, all right? And the reason you're unbalanced is because you don't have certain profile players in that team, all right? That unlocks other players in that team so that they can do the job what they want to do or what they've been bought to do and what they're good at, yeah?
We
can't do that. We've got too many players holding other players' hands, doing other players' jobs. This is the way it goes at Chelsea at the minute.
Right.
Because we're trying to make do without having the positions that we actually need. And that's down to the board not buying a Declan Rice or a DM. You know, that's down to the board not buying another midfielder that's got the ability like a Fabregas pass in a deep line position. We haven't got any players like that. All we've got is sort of like your one-dimensional players, bruv, in the middle of the park. You've got Kovacic, who's a number 8. You can't shoot. All right, he scored a goal recently, but very rarely does Kova. You know, even Jorginho took the piss out of him going, oh, fucking hell, he scored the goal. Couldn't believe it. All right. So he hasn't got a shot. He hasn't really got an assist on him. Jorginho's the same. He scores penalties. That's where he gets his goals. Yeah. right? And you saw how he looks when he shoots because that's not his forte, yeah. And then you got what's it, a Kante, who's basically a box to box, win you the ball, hunt the ball down, and release it to your teammates, yeah. And he can actually get you a goal. Kante's got that, but you got sorry merchants, fucking all these sorry stands that are happy playing Kante as a right forward. It's delusional, bro. It's ridiculous. You burnt him out playing him there. That's not his position. So I'm saying,
can I just say
we've got
something
players
about
that
Jorginho,
don't
yeah?
offer us the other things, the other attributes that we actually need to be able to compete, which is goal scoring. Someone who's got the ability to get you a goal, create a chance, play a fucking long ball from midfield over the top, so that can actually cut like Brighton did to us yesterday. They both passed our whole press by one fucking ball over the top. We haven't got a player that does that. It's all close ball, close pass in the middle. It's easy to play against because it's only a one-dimensional way of playing. That's what I'm going to say. But I'm going to move it on. CFC Ace, what do you want to say, Geezer?
To be fair, yeah, I can get Abdallah's point on Jorginho, but as I can understand as to why he's a bit frustrated with him. But I was the one that said that he should have been gone 2 years ago. But at the end of the day, we should have rectified our problems and we should have got a DM on the start of this window instead of buying that bum Sterling, bum players like them. I feel like bringing in the play as much as I love Tuchel, bringing in players like Sterling has just meant we've just replaced Werner with another bozo with as less IQ as Werner in Sterling, who he just runs into other players, doesn't know what he's doing. He don't have
Sterling's not a bozo. Sterling's not a bozo. Sterling's not a bozo.
No, Sterling's dead.
Let me say this, Ace, yeah, because you can't disrespect. Listen, I wasn't the biggest fan of getting Sterling, yeah, and I admitted that. Everyone's seen me on my channel. I said before we bought him, I'm not sure that he's really what we want. Is he coming to Chelsea because he wants to come to Chelsea, or is he just
someone tell me when Sterling's last good performance?
It's the best move for him to get World Cup play, to maybe try and win a Champions League, blah blah blah, whatever. Yeah, because he's won how many Premier Leagues? But you cannot disregard and discredit Sterling being the top three goal scorers. You got Messi, Aguero, and then Sterling for scoring the most goals under Pep, who's arguably one of the greatest managers. Right? And Sterling's there. I know it's a system. He's playing in a system. He's playing with a complete team. Granted, fair play, but it doesn't mean he didn't deliver, bruv, because he did. It's just that
at the end of the day,
he's got a touch
the way our fan base gassed up Sterling, yeah, saying he's one of our best attackers. No one on this. Yeah, I want someone on this panel to tell me when was the last good game Sterling had. And I'm telling you now, that was about 8 games ago.
AC Milan. AC Milan.
Repeat that. Hey.
Because my thing isn't an agenda on any of these players, but the amount of like criticism that players like Havertz, Mount, all of these sort of players will get, yeah. I don't see the same energy being given to Sterling, who's been bumming around for the last few games, doing nothing. AC Milan was a 2 out of 10 performance in both games. The guy stinks.
Can I ask you a question?
If you saw yesterday, a ball was played to Havertz in the air.
Ace is gone now, but listen, this is the thing, right? Yeah, Sterling. When it comes to Sterling's playing recently as a fucking wing back. So the last 2 games is very difficult. Although the first game he played wing back, we battered Salzburg. Yeah, we've played them off the park, and he was playing wing back.
Where Havertz was behind Aubameyang, and he played quality where he was.
Yeah. He was in a 10 position, which is what Havertz's position is, if you ask me. Yeah. So. And in the day, Sterling did his job. He worked very hard for the team, and it worked in European football. But when it comes to the Premier League, it's a different kettle of fish. You don't get away with shit like that. And also Salzburg, everyone forgets the way Salzburg play. They play very centrally. That's how they play. They don't play with width. So that's where Sterling and Pulisic got joy down there. But he's still being played out of position. So you're not utilising Sterling's
full potential, man. And I think that's the issue here, that we're looking at these players that they're not playing in this fully role where they just fucking shine. Kai shines as 10, man. You see it, we've seen it, all of us seen it. So we're looking at Sterling, that he's not a wing back. He just, of course, he's just not going to give you that defensive
better these players
platform,
have been utilized properly because we've just got too many limited players in the squad, and that's where I personally believe, I'm going to say this, and it might be unpopular, but I don't care. We are 12 to 15 players away from being a fantastic team domestically and in Europe.
Nah.
12 to 15 players. That's a whole fucking team,
bro.
bro.
You're talking shit. You're talking shit.
Nah.
5 players off. We're 5. We're at least 5
Yes.
players off.
Thank you, John. 5 players. No, I tell you, what players you saying about 12 and 15 at Chelsea? Come on, I want to have a laugh about this because you're talking waffles, mate. You're talking waffles and you're talking minerals, right? Jorginho is a side pace player, yeah, but like Johnny Minerals said, we haven't got a midfielder who can create into the midfielder like when we had Sepp Fabregas, the likes of Nemanja Matic, yeah, the likes of Ramirez, the likes of Frank Lampard, the likes of name all these players. Where can we get a player in that centre DM role, yeah, at Chelsea, could create them balls like? If we could get someone who could do that, we only need. We need 2 players. No, mate. I'm getting sick of this. I'm getting sick of this. I'm getting sick of it.
Let me tell you what it is.
When you look at, I'm going to give you an example with Declan Rice because for me he's top 2, top 3 in the world. Yeah, in his position for his age he's at. He's ridiculous, and he's got Premier League clout, and he's proven he's got pedigree. Yeah, this is the thing, right? When you watch a Declan Rice, his progressive forward passing. He's like there's no thinking, there's no extra touches. It's get the ball. If I win it back, the first thought is to go forward, whether it's over the top or a pass. Now we don't have, apart from say Kovacic, because I think Kovacic does try to get the tempo up in the middle of the park. Apart from him, but he'll do it by dribbling and cut and breaking lines, whereas Declan Rice can just play one ball.
Just
and you
one
cut
ball,
out
easy.
the opposition.
You
haven't got a play like that. When you have a play like that, you know, maybe you have Georgie as well. Fuck knows how Potter would do it. I think Georgie needs maybe a good backup in the team. You know, someone with experience. He's going to play slightly less games, but he's a good backup. Yeah, I'm down for that. All right. And Kante, for me, we don't know whether he's going to come back and be the player that we all know he is after the surgery. He might be better after surgery. To be honest with you, Kante needs the surgery because he's only just going to keep getting injured. And I think because he's avoiding surgery, that's why he kept getting injured. So we'll have to see with that situation. But the likelihood is they both might go, and you go and get this Alvarez in January, and you're going to get Declan Rice because Declan Rice wants to come. Declan Rice unlocks the team. I don't even mean the midfield. I'm talking about the team. Because what he gives you the capability, he can slot into centre back within the midfield. You can convert back 4, back 3. Tactically, you're more versatile.
This is the reason why
he's giving you attributes that you haven't got. And this is, we should have gone all out this summer and paid the 120 million and got him, because we wouldn't be having these discussions about the midfield. Because when you win titles, your midfield wins you and loses you games. If your midfield's not good enough, you ain't going to compete. You might get through because you've got good quality, but that quality is not consistent enough. When you have a solid midfield, built, durable, minerals in all different attributes put together, that's what you need to go on, because then you're able to benefit. Your front line can actually be a front line. They can actually concentrate on doing their job in the front line. Where they are now, they can't do that. They've got to think about helping the team out. That's why Mason Mount sacrifices himself. Even Havertz does it, where they have to dig deep and anticipate, you know, if the midfield loses the ball, we've got to go and win it back for the team. Because if we don't, we're fucked. We're getting caught out, because you've got to sacrifice for the other deficiencies of other players within your team that get caught out. And this is the problem with Declan Rice. He gives you that protection in front of the back 3, back 4. It's as simple as that. We don't have that now. So right now, we're going to have inconsistency. Our team's not shit. It's just short of players with attributes that we haven't got. And we need to get those attributes. And Potter knows that. But he needs time, bro. He needs time.
Johnny.
One thing, though, so I'm going to just say this, right? For me, as far as I'm concerned, if we're ever going to become a half-decent team again, we need 2 DMs. We need another right back, because Aspi is washed beyond belief. And I love Reece, but Reece
Well,
is
that's
being old.
another thing the ball didn't do. They didn't go and buy a backup to Reece. It's criminal. It's criminal.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But
We need a
that's
backup.
not the team's fault, bruv. That's the
I'm not.
the
I'm,
owners.
no, but here's the
That's-
thing. No,
what
but
I mean.
here's the thing. I'm not having a go at certain individuals. I'm just saying, as a collective, they're poor. We need another right back. We need another goalkeeper because we've got two guys. Because Kepa, I don't care what anyone says
But you
about
want
this.
to rebuild the whole team, bro. When we already
Yes,
have
we do
quality
need to
there.
rebuild the whole team.
Like,
We did-
you-
No, let me ask you a question. Let me
you're
ask you a question.
speaking
No,
like
no,
you're
hold on.
losing
How old are you? How old are you, by the way?
I'm 21, bro.
21. Right. Can I? Sorry, John. I've got. What is it with the Chelsea fan space? Yeah, saying we've already rebuilt it with Thomas Tuchel and didn't give the guy a chance to rebuild his team and he gets sacked off by Todd Bowley. Yeah. And now Todd Bowley, now Harry Potter, he came into Chelsea with this team base, right? It came in with this team base, yeah, that ain't his players, but he's trying to adapt to these players. Like, he doesn't know full well for a minute what he's doing with the balance, but he's trying to perform this team to know the balance where he could get this form going for the formation. You're saying getting rid of Mendy and Kepa? What did Mendy do for us last season, could I ask?
Yeah, bro. Like, get him. He's a stellar goalkeeper.
Did he not win the South African Nation Cup for his club? And then when he came after, when he didn't have a rest, he flew out to South African Nation Cup, come to the Premier League, played all the games. The guy did not get no rest last season. Flies out to South African Nation for the whole tournament, wins the Cup World Cup for his club for the South African Nations. Flies out to the Premier League, has a few games in the Premier League. Then after that, the Champions League final, he flies out to the Champions League final against Man City, wins the Champions League with the saves what he conceded for us, and actually class saves against Man City, right? And then you're giving a balls that our two goalkeepers ain't done nothing. This season, Mendy had a bad performance.
You're missing the point. You're all missing the point. What I said. Hold on. Let me just finish on this. Right. We need. I already said.
Let me land. So
you keep interrupting me every time I say a word. What am I supposed to do? Every time I
right, just let me land. Just let me land. You can't say something afterwards, right? Mendy last season did not have one rest at Chelsea, yeah. And this season, everyone's slating him off because he had a bad performance. Wow, every single goalkeeper does it. Alisson does it. When Alisson made
there's a reason why Mendy didn't get a rest is because Tuchel didn't trust Kepa.
Yeah, thank you.
And this is another reason why certain players were played all the time under Tuchel is because he didn't trust the players that weren't playing, and that's the problem. Now Potter is trying to get a team together, spirit together. Everyone's got a clean slate, this and that. But for me, fuck all that off, because at the end of the day, right, it's not about pleasing players; it's about pleasing the team and doing what's best for Chelsea and doing what's best to win for Chelsea. And right now, if players aren't playing because they're not bringing the minerals and they're not doing what their job role is, and even if they're playing out of position, then fucking sulk, mate. Do what you want. But the gaffer, if he's getting backed with 5 years, he needs to be backed, bruv. He needs to make a stand with these players, because Tuchel did make a stand and he wasn't backed in the summer because certain players were staying at the club that he didn't want. So we have to understand that we have to see, it's a longevity game, how serious Potter's going to be backed, because we are about 5-6 players short of challenging for that league. Yeah. And let's not forget this season, this transfer window, how many players we got rid of, bruv. Dead wood that we were struggling to get rid of. And we got rid of them. You know, that's the first stage. It's very positive, bruv. But like I say, the board have to get the right people in the position. And right now they're not in that. We haven't got everyone there behind the scenes. Once we do, then we can land it during the transfer window.
There's no link right now. There's no link.
Yeah,
and we're missing that link.
No, but what?
There's no DRF. There's no sporting director. And then, do you know, yeah, we've only got 6 physios at the football club. We ain't got no physically surgeons. We ain't got no mentality who helps the players to get fit or train. There's no doctors, there's psychologists there. There's nothing. Do since the sanction, after the sanction, when Roman Abramovich got sacked at Chelsea Football Club, we had loads of good trainees who knew how to keep the players fit, how to warm up, make sure they had the medical for their injuries, everything. And after that, they're all left. So Todd Bowley is basically building scratch from
everyone. He's cleared out everyone. Anyone
Yeah.
that's not Roman, he's cleared out. And I get all that. You want to make your stamp and that and get the right people. What I trust with Bowley is he will get the right personnel to do the job roles that are needed, because he's not qualified and experienced enough to do that, which is a positive, yeah. But there's a major positive in all of this, yeah, in the sense that our squad, and I've said it and I stand by it, is better than Arsenal squad. It's better than Spurs' squad. It's better than Man United squad, right?
100%.
When you talk about a rebuild, our rebuild is a shorter space of time than those rebuilds. Those building a squad, it's going to take more time than us.
I disagree. Because
how can you say Arsenal and Spurs have got a better squad than ours?
I'm not talking about Arsenal Spurs. You can listen. Your opinions on who's got a better team is one thing. I'm saying in terms of where we need to get to, for me to feel confident that we can challenge for the league title and win the league. Every top team that's competed and won the league has 2 players in every position that are just as good as each other.
Why are you so negative? Why are you so negative?
I'm not negative. What have I said?
You sound like you're negative, mate.
No, but hold on.
You are negative. You're negative, mate. You're so negative. You're negative. I'm my brother.
Hang on. No. It's not what we're doing. At no point have I said that I don't trust this board. I don't trust the manager. I don't trust what's it called. I don't trust. I'm just saying that the current set of players.
You're being negative about the players. You're being negative about the players, saying you ain't got the best players.
The players aren't good enough. They're not good enough as a
Oh my God! You know, okay, we're not good enough. If you can't back your team and we're not good enough for this team, yes, right? There's no point in you being a Chelsea fan, because I'm fed up with all these Chelsea fans and slating our players. And slating our players. No, bro, you can't slate our players. The thing is, we just got Koulibaly in from Chelsea, yeah, right? Yeah, he ain't going to adapt very well to the Premier League because he's never played fast football, right? He will be one of another quality player for our centre backs, yeah. You got Thiago Silva, who's one of our best centre backs, yeah. At that age, yeah, is quality. Yes, he has bad moments, yeah, but he's the age of 39 years of age, yeah, and that is still to adapt to the Chelsea centre back. You cannot say we ain't got no good player. Fofana, we can't blame Fofana for his injury. Reece James is out of injury. Reece James has been injured for later. But you're being there to say we ain't got a good team. We got Reece James is one of our West. No. Reece James is one of our best right backs in the Premier League.
I never said Reece James is shit.
I'll put it like this, Abdullah. Who are you keeping? Because I know you want to get rid of 15, 18 players. So who are you keeping?
Okay, I'll tell you who I'm keeping. I'm keeping Reece. I'm keeping Cover, keeping Mount. I'll reserve judgment on the new signings. We'll let that play out. I'm going to talk about the guys who were there before the summer. So
but the new signings, do you think they're good enough? You got to have a judgment on them.
No, but hold on, Johnny, because you see with the new signings, you have to give them time to see where things go and where and where and if they're good enough for us long term. So I'll give them this season, and I give every single player, and then we'll assess it. So from the players who I'd keep Mount, I'd keep Reece, I'd keep Cover, I'd keep Chile, I'd keep who else would I keep? I'd keep Mendy, I'd keep Thiago Silva, and I'd keep Trev. That's 8 players.
That's seven players you've picked there.
7, 8. That's excluding the new signings. So leave the new signings for a minute because we'll reserve judgment. The guys now that have been here, the rest of them, bye. See ya. They're not good enough for our club, bro.
You're selling Kai Havertz, yeah?
Yeah. Listen, I love Kai Havertz to pieces, but I'll be honest with you. It's not necessarily. No, I do. I've got his shirt in my wardrobe. Now I love that.
But you want him sold.
Well, but it's nothing to do with that. It's the simple fact that this guy don't fit the way we play. I'm sorry, he just
why does he not? He did it against Salzburg. He fitted right as a 10.
Because you see what the issue is with Kai. Kai is someone who you build a team around, innit? And as far as I'm concerned, the best way to build a team around him is when he's off the striker, playing as a number 8. And
and Potter did that against Salzburg. This is the thing, right? We need to give him a fucking chance because he's had 3 managers. Like, well, you got to give it. You can't just get rid of a talent like that and let him go and ball out somewhere else because we don't want to give him time to play in a system that we all know that suits him. All right, playing behind the striker as a 10, and you can still play Mount in that 8-10 role as well. So it's like,
hold on. I'm just saying it for as I see it in at night. End of the day, Johnny, I've seen some fantastic players play for my football club. I've seen some fantastic managers. Seen some guys who had a real mentality to want to.
Not all of them have scored a Champions League winning goal.
You're right, but what's his name? But they delivered in big moments.
Are you a history teacher, can I ask?
No. Hold on. I'll put you like this.
Are you a history teacher? Because you're going about the history about all the best players, yeah? That it's like now with like football players like Didier Drogba's retired. Yeah, they're the best players, but we're in a new gender and a new system. No, I can't listen to you, man.
I'll tell you this: Andre Schürrle, who apparently wasn't being good enough by Mourinho, genuinely pisses over most of these attackers. He's better than pretty much all of them.
Right. Yeah, like your Sterling. That's one of them. He pisses over.
He's not better than Sterling, but he's better than Pulisic.
He's saying 7 players that you want out. You're saying 7 players out. There's no 15
He's not better
players.
than Pulisic. Let's not be
He's
stupid.
better than Pulisic. He's much better than Pulisic.
No, he's not, man. No,
Who's better than Pulisic? Who's better than Pulisic?
He's better than Sterling. He's not better than Pulisic.
No,
Sterling's probably our worst attacker. I'm putting
no,
out
he's
there
not.
now.
No, he's not.
You know, bro. This guy, the geezer's only
Ziyech is our worst attacker. Ziyech is our worst attacker.
Johnny, let's
you are relentless. I know that.
Can I
you know, this is what I'm saying, bruv. I bring you
speak?
on, yeah. I bring you all on. You come on, have your say. We've got Abdullah here, negatives as fuck, saying the whole team shit. We've got Ace coming on here telling us Sterling is shit. And he's just fucking useless. Get rid of him.
No. Let me explain.
We don't want players at our team.
Can I explain?
This is not what Minerals FC is about. Minerals FC is
Can I
about
explain?
backing our team, bruv.
No,
And respect. We're not rival fans. Fucking.
They're not backing our team though, Johnny. They're not backing our team.
They want to send all the players. They want to send all the players. It's unbelievable.
No, guys.
What about Aubameyang? What about Aubameyang? Okay, but Sterling's shit, yeah. Okay.
No.
How many goals did he score for Man City? And how many goals did he score for Liverpool?
Let me explain.
And you're saying he's shit. I understand if he was a right, if he played right wing for us, yeah, not right wing back. I'll play more goals than anyone else.
This whole fan base, slated the shit out of Werner, and from what I've seen of Sterling, I don't see no difference as to what he does from Werner. Because this fan base told me before Sterling came. This fan base told me before Sterling came. Yeah, he'd be our best. He'd be our best dribbler up front. Oh, he'll beat his man. He can't beat his man. It's like when he sees one play in front of him, he doesn't even try. He don't even try to beat his man. Second, he's one of the shittest dribblers. He's not even a sixth of what Hazard is.
Hold on. One sec. I'll tell you the one thing Sterling's got over. Well, he's got more than one thing over.
He's got less IQ than Werner. That's what he's got.
This IQ? How the fuck are you?
Hold on a minute. I don't think you can say that because he's played in Pep's system, which is a very difficult system to play.
And Pep's a genius for.
Right, and not only that, he scored the third most highest goals than any other attacker that Pep's managed. All right, so you can't disrespect that. The other thing he's got on him, he's got a fucking first touch. Let's have it right. He's got a better first touch than Werner has, and on top of that, he's done it consistently in the Premier League, which Werner ain't done. All right, so when you say this guy is not fucking nowhere near Werner, Werner has had moments. Don't get me wrong, and he's got a great. He's more of a one-dimensional player for me. But Sterling, when you play him in his right position, he's got all the minerals, bruv, to land it, bruv. And I think we need to give Sterling time. Like, everyone was giving time to Lukaku for a year after having 8 years Premier League experience.
Johnny,
everyone's giving time to Sterling. For me personally, Sterling has to step it up quicker than any other signing coming from a different league. It's as simple as that.
My simple thing is I don't have these attackers are inconsistent. I do get frustrated with them, but it's how our fan base just labels all of our attackers other than Sterling. They seem to think that City Sterling is playing for Chelsea Sterling. No, he's not. He's not. He's playing just as shit as all of these attackers. Yeah, if that was Sterling that scored yesterday, even though we lost, for fans like Lewis and that will just be sucking him off on the internet, talking about, oh yeah, just like I said, our best attacker, but he's not scoring. I don't hear nothing from the likes of Lewis or anything. But if it was Kai Havertz, yeah, that was having these shit performances for about 9 to 10 games.
Oh yeah, be relentless.
Bro, I want to see the end of it for my fan base because
Sterling's getting away with. When Mount was having a goal drought, G&A drought for whatever 5-6 games,
man has one game and now the fan base is just talking shit about him.
Sterling,
no,
bench him.
Sterling's bedding in. No, that guy's 28. That guy, not even 28. My bad. He's around 26 to 27. He's not someone that needs to develop. He already knows his game. And yeah, he's not even that good at his game. What I used to see him doing at City, Pep's such a genius for making everyone actually think that this guy's a good player. He's one of the most brainless players I've seen. Yesterday, Kai Havertz literally got a ball over the air, chested it down, laid it off to Sterling. Sterling took about 20 touches before even looking at, I think it was either Mount or Pulisic running down the right wing. He couldn't even lay the pass off. We get intercepted. We concede the goal. This guy is one of the most brainless footballers and the most overrated footballer I've seen in my life. The amount of gas this guy gets and how protected he is by this fan base. I'm just saying, if this was Mount or Havertz,
I don't give a shit about what
these fans will want. These fans will want Havertz and Mount like heads on a plough. Like the amount of hate I see Havertz and Mount get, I don't see Sterling getting it. Not that I want any of these players getting hate, but at the end of the day, if you're gonna
but you need to use the same energy, bruv. Is what you're saying. Use the same energy.
If you're gonna give it to Havertz and Mount, then give it to Sterling as well. You can't just like hide the fact that he's been shit for the last 10 games. He does nothing. He's been doing nothing for the last 10 games.
For no reason, man. This is what's going on.
This is the point I'm making.
See, we're going from
hammering players.
High in the nation.
I'm not like this. I'm not like
this. Are you fucking kidding me, man?
Regardless of the result, I've always backed my team. I always backed the manager. I didn't want Tuchel gone, but the one thing I hate that Tuchel done was bringing that fraud to our club. I love Tuchel.
See, here we go. This is no needed. That's no needed.
TT is my second favorite manager after Mourinho, or probably joint. But at the end of the day, I hate the fact that he brought that fraud in the club because it's like he can't miss a game now. Other than pointless games, that's
it is a fraud.
But even if he goes on a 20-game drought, he will literally start the next game no matter how important he is. Because his name's Sterling and he's got something in his contract that says
he
has to play every game. He's one of the shittest players.
No, he's not, man. No, he's not. No, he's not. Ace, mate. I totally disagree to you, mate. Yeah, I'm going to totally disagree to you. This, right?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
If you play a player at a right wing back, right, as a player who's just playing as a
we don't really even play as a right wing back.
All right, yeah, we do. Okay. Yeah, all right. So what formation is he playing at Chelsea now?
I'm not saying that
as a right wing back.
Because like our family,
as a wing back,
he's
playing as a wing back.
He's
playing as a wing back. He's playing. Right. See Ace, mate. Yeah. Right. When you got a player for all his life, he's played as a winger, not a right wing back, a winger. And dribble players, yeah, in the box, creates the goals and scored the goals for like the likes of Liverpool and Man City, and he's playing as Chelsea now as a wing back. How are you going to think Sterling is going to do that at a wing back, and the guy can't defend as he's a winger, and he can't dribble, yeah? If you played him in the situation as a 4-3-3 at Chelsea, we'll see the true Sterling on the pitch where he will be playing. For a minute, we ain't seen that.
We've got too many deficiencies, bruv, and the injuries. I know, this is the thing. So I want to move away from Sterling. Fatter, what do you want to say, bruv? You've been here fucking puffing away, bruv. What are you going to say to me, geezer? What are you saying? Up the Chelsea, bruv.
Oh, my days. You know what? Yeah?
Big up Fatter.
This is actually my
big up Fatter. Big up.
It's actually my 14th game of the season, yeah. Like, the loads I'm hearing about Sterling this, Sterling that. Look, people already explained it, but you have to see the bigger picture now. what happened yesterday was we played three at the back. You know what happens playing three at the back in the Premier League. It's not going to work because at the moment we're a cup team, we're a Champions League team against a hardline team. I don't mind we play three at the back, but against a Brighton side who loves to play a low block and then sit back and just to counter us, you're asking for a suicide. That was a suicide for the lineup that Paul put up yesterday. After that lineup alone, like, fuck me. Was that the lineup for the Zagreb game or something?
Similar, yeah.
Exactly. Like for me, my issue is goes beyond current ball, I would say. Go back to that rebuilding stuff that you say. Number one, at the moment we're in step one, which means that identify and get rid of current bad players. That's where we are right now. And at the moment, it's like the summer rebuilding was useless because we didn't sign the midfielder and we overspend on players that we signed right now. Acknowledge our mistakes as a club, and that should be our attitude. And secondly, I would like to say is that I felt a bit weird since Reece James getting injured, since the Villa game. I had a weird feeling. Yeah, we won 2-0, but it wasn't as easy as it looks because it was at times it feels like we're playing a Tuchel. So yeah, they had the mistakes in the goal and that, but at the end of the day, like the Brentford game, we drew with that. The United game, 1-1, again put in the midfield again. No creativity in the flank. Yesterday, we get found out by Brighton, but in the longer term, what's going to happen then?
John, can I ask you a question?
It sounds like you're underwater, bruv.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything you
Can I
said.
ask you a question?
Yeah,
What formation would you like to see Potter with a balance to adapt to it with Sterling and Pulisic to play in the role? Because everyone seems to slate all these players, yeah.
Actually, Johnny,
But what formation would you like Potter to see at Chelsea?
And with who? Like, imagine you have your whole team fit.
Yeah.
Who do you play?
Who would you play?
I'm playing a 4-3-3. I'll have Declan Rice, Mason Mount, cover at the moment.
Start from the goalkeeper.
Right.
Start from the goalkeeper.
Goalie, Kepa or Mendy, don't bother me. Yeah, because I rate them both. Yeah. And then I'm having Thiago Silva, Trev Chalobah, and Koulibaly at the moment. We're doing a back four. Yeah, so I'll probably have Reece James, Chilwell, left back, right back, yeah. Okay, and then I'd have Trev Chalobah in there, and either you could either go Fofana, because Thiago Silva's not going to last long, so Fofana or Koulibaly in the back four. Then you've got Declan
your front
Rice,
four, your back four is Chile, Reece, Trevor, and who else? Koulibaly?
Maybe, yeah. Well, we've got Koulibaly, we've got Fofana, haven't we, for the future?
Yeah.
Johnny, Carverdale.
Hold on. Let's not.
Carverdale's a good shout if we get him. That's a good shout. I'm talking about players we've got in a minute, and then in the midfield, I would actually like to see Declan Rice, Frankie De Jong, Mason Mount. That's what I'd like to see.
But we don't have them right now.
What we've got
Johnny,
now, I'd rather have definitely a Declan Rice with a Mason Mount, Kovacic.
Oh dear Lord!
All right, and then up front, I would have I'd have Kai Havertz. You could play Sterling, and then what's the other guy we're buying? And Cuckoo, yeah.
You're not playing Kai you're playing him as a 9 then. You're not playing
No.
I'm
playing Kai and Sterling sort of like I play Sterling as that second number 10 striker. Sterling and Kai convert
4-2-2. 4-2-2.
Yeah,
like a 4-2-2.
So like the 4
This was my formation would be, yeah. Right? I would play 4 at the back, yeah. I'll have Ben Chilwell, right? Koulibaly or Fofana, Thiago Silva or Trevor, yeah. But I'll have Trevor because since he's played for Chelsea, he had 32 games unbeaten. But yesterday I felt sorry for him because that was his first loss since then 32 games. But I'll have Chalobah and then I'll have Reece James at right back, then I'll for a minute, yeah, because we ain't got Declan Rice or Frankie de Jong at Chelsea. I would like to see, yeah, Kovacic, Sakaya, and yeah, then Mason Mount, right, in the mid, between the middles, yeah. Then on the left wing, I'll have like the likes of Raheem Sterling, right. Then have Kai Havertz, like basically it's a 4-3, but have a Cam in the middle, and then it's like a 4-2-1-3. Like the left wing, yeah, Sterling on the right, Pulisic on the left, then have Aubameyang up front. So you have
Pulisic
in that cam role, just between the three up front. Because where Havertz could play in the back of that Aubameyang, he looks like he actually plays well in that position. Yeah. Then when you play him on the winger, he has like slight moments, but Havertz is not that kind of guy who plays on the wing. He plays in the between the mid attacking. It's like, so where he's mid attacking. So it's basically the 4-2-1-3. The 4-2-1-3. Like in that
I think either way, what I'm saying is either way, right? Yeah, you've got players that are versatile enough to play with or within that formation, yeah. But 4 at the back obviously frees up more of your attacking prowess, yeah, allows you to express yourself more in a more offensive way. All right, in this system, the wing backs are part of the offense.
Are lethal,
when
man.
your wing backs ain't got it.
There.
Yeah, if you ain't got Reece and Chilwell as your wing backs, then forget the system. It's like it falls to pit. You know,
Johnny.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I just want to say, like, if you're gonna put Mason Mount in the midfield, put it like an advanced role, like a number 8.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the role, bruv. That you let you play through him, you build around him. But guys, I got to wrap it up, yeah, because I've got no time. What I'm gonna say, yeah, I might do one tomorrow, yeah. Later on in the evening, I'll see if I get to do one tomorrow, and we can talk about Champions League's on Wednesday, though, isn't it? I think it's a Wednesday game, isn't it?
Yeah, Wednesday. It's my birthday tomorrow, Johnny. I can't come on tomorrow.
All right, Lisa.
Happy birthday,
yeah. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Johnny, it's nice to actually come on your show. I've had you on Instagram, and I sent you a message on Instagram. My name's you have like a gaming thing, MCR Razor D. It's my gaming Instagram. But thank you for letting me on, mate. Up the numbers for you, right? And it's nice actually speaking to you for once because Bill said you got to come on Johnny's show. He's a good legend. And I said yes, Bill. I would like to, and I speak more about Chelsea because your knowledge about Chelsea Football Club is 100%, and this is what I like about talking about my football club.
You don't have any players, man. You don't have any players. We protect our fucking players, man. It's outrageous.
I know, but all these Chelsea fan bases, yeah, who don't go to the games, yeah, can't really talk watching the TV and not going to and like.
Oh, they just don't know ball. I feel that they just don't. If you play the game, you understand that it's just a balance.
We've got backup players, yeah. We've got backup players, yeah. It's the thing is we've had 3 different managers, yeah, and Potter's got a different style of Thomas Tuchel, and Frank Lampard had a different style. How could you get players that adapt to a different style every single time we're going to change managers? Hopefully, we could keep with one manager. We've never had an English manager. We've never had an English manager.
Big up, John. Big up, John.
Yeah, big up, John.
Yeah, nice.
We've never had. Yeah, sorry, John. We've never had an English manager, yeah, who's ever won the Premier League or Champions League in history. We never had that, and hopefully, we can have Potter to do the system at Chelsea. Who can actually win us a trophy at Chelsea. But for a minute, we've just got to back our players. Yeah, fair minute. Yeah. Everyone's slating our team, but in a day, once Potter gets that balance right at Chelsea, the formation, Chelsea will start. We'll be lethal. We've got the players to do it. We have the players to do it.
We do. It's just again, we're going back. It's the balance, man. We need
the balance.
Sitter in our midfield. Kante did it. We won the Champions League, man. Simple as that.
It is what it is. Big up to you.
Big up to Johnny. Yeah, thank you for letting me come on. Big up to
you. Yeah. Your mic is a little bit fuzzy, Dan. So for future, just check it out.
Sorry, Johnny. I obviously have my laptop with my mic out and my headset and that. Yeah, But next time I will have my laptop out.
All
But
right,
thank
geezer.
you for thank you. I'm on my phone for because I just got back out. Thank you for letting me join, and hope I can come on shows more often. Hope I
Sure,
can come on
mate.
your shows more often and talk about it, man. Because
Legend.
that Tony guy is one of your mates, Tony. I love
Yeah.
him. He's spot on and all. He's spot on. I see him all the time when you're, and I try to find him on Instagram so I can send him a message to see if I could come and speak to him. And I also speak to Nick Blues. Nick Blues, the old fella. He's a top legend and all. But thank you for letting me join the show, and thank you for speak to you, man. All the best to you guys, man, and up the
All
Chelsea. And
Nice one,
please
geezer.
hit the like
Cheers.
button. Hit the like button for Johnny Mimbles, man,
Yeah.
because he's a
That's it,
legend.
bruv. That's
He's a
it.
legend.
That's it. Love that. Love
Yes.
that. Big up to you, geezer.
All right, all the best, man. Big up to you, guys. Right, catch you later, man. Up the Chelsea, up the Chelsea.
Cheers. Cheers.
Yeah, same
cheers.
here, Johnny.
Cheers, Gabriel. Nice one, geezer.
Appreciate it, man. See you
Thank you,
soon,
mate.
man. See you soon. See you
Yeah,
soon.
bye bye. And you didn't say nothing, geezer.
Johnny.
Hello. You there? I can't hear you, mate. You've been waiting all this time, but listen, come on another one, because I've got to wrap it up. But thanks for coming on, geezer, all right? And supporting the channel, bro. Big up to everyone in here, bruv. It's a bit of a mad one. Might do this again. Yeah, we'll see how we go. But guys, don't be worried about United and Arsenal, all this. Fucking calm your beans, man. Relax, guys. Relax. Chill your beans. Yeah, we're Chelsea. We're all good, mate. We're all fucking good. I ain't worried about these lot. These lot will go up and down just as much as we're going up and down. The only team that's consistent is Manchester City. Yeah, that's the only team. But listen, guys, before you go, smash to pieces the like button. Get me to the 300 likes. If you've missed some of the stream, go back. We've got a great little show there. A lot of mad opinions, I ain't going to lie. Haven't done something like this for a long time. But listen, hit the like button, put your comments down below, and also big up to every single one that is part of the channel. And we have to stay positive. We back our players, bruv. We back our team, bruv. Yeah, we can criticise to an extent, but not to the point where we're fucking hacksawing our players and agendas and shit. You know, it's not about that. And we have to back the gaffer in town, bruv. We're back in Chelsea because we're Chelsea, yeah? So big up to every single one of you in here. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Like, subscribe, comment, hit your notifications. I've got the Minerals FC membership as well. All that jazz. Big up to every single one of you. I appreciate you all watching. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys, yeah? And that's what I've got to say, bruv. Up the Chelsea. Always up the Chelsea, bruv. And anyone who couldn't get on, sorry about that. Got a bit. I needed a little bit more time. I would have done. You're going to end up being on here for 3 hours with people. So I'll try and manage it next time better. But big up to all you guys in here. Appreciate you guys. And up the Chelsea, bruv. Up the Chelsea. Right, Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.